exact speech from hungover, but I didn't want to. Closer? All right. First of all, I want to thank Paul and Jessica for letting me say a couple of words today at the wedding tonight. I don't know about you, but this morning I woke up and I screamed to Anna, I'm like, Paul's getting married today. And I was super excited. Next thing you know, I was like, I don't have a speech ready. I was like, all right, let me work on it. So after breakfast, I was like, all right, I gotta work on it. So here's my speech. Little introduction there. Intro to the wedding speech. All right. My favorite story, Paul, was the first time I met him. This is great. It's like a thriller game. Here's a little background. I moved to the US when I was 4 years old from Venezuela, not knowing one word of English. So I got to the first day of school, and the teacher let us have our playtime. There was a set of cardboard bricks that you would build stuff, and Paulo was playing with it by himself. So I said, hey, why not? Let's go play with Paulo. Next thing you know, I take one of the bricks and hit him across the head. At that moment, I learned my first English phrase. I'm telling on you. Thank you, Paulo. Paulo's been like a third brother to me, and always has been there for me. From the award-winning Oscar scene at school recess, when you stood up for me when Jordy almost fought me. I'm sure you remember when he slapped the crap out of you. To the countless sleepovers at your house. I've shared hundreds of memories with you that I will never forget. And here's a couple that I had to include in the speech. When our go-pets were stolen. Thank you, Amadeo. When we used to go to Outcast to listen to Juveniles back that ass up, since you didn't want your parents hearing that. And I want to thank Miriam, since we always took her CDs. And when we used to make confetti for Fusion games, for Fusion soccer games, just so we can throw it when they scored a goal, which was a lot. And lastly, when we agreed that we both wanted to go to school outside of Miami. Words can't describe how important you are to me. Jessica. I remember when Paolo first talked about you when you guys were in Rome, and how he had fallen in love with you. I told him not to get so hung up on a summer fling. Next thing you know, next thing you know, I met you for the first time in Marco Island in Florida, and then New Year's in Disney, and then moving to Miami. This is when I realized that this is not just a summer fling, but rather something more serious. Jess. An intruder over here.
Go over here. Come here. Come on.
All right. Jess, you're the most charming and loving person, and most importantly, you treat my best friend better than anyone else can. I couldn't be happier for both of you. So let's raise our glasses and toast to the lovely couple and their new chapter in life.
Cheers!
Go ahead.